Hello and welcome to Digging the Coast 365. Today we're in Shoeburyness, day 40. One thing I do need to point out at this moment in time, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. One thing I need to point out at this time is please take no notice of the dates on my on diggingthecoast.com of where I'm going to be and when. It's all changed because I'm going to be metal detecting a manor house or something. A 16th century manor house for a couple of days, 2 days, over the weekend, which is when I should be at Southend-on-Sea, which is literally there. Yeah, I'm having to change everything around a little bit. Today we're just outside Southend-on-Sea, we're having a good time. It's very, very windy, but let's do this. I'm just watching this guy here. He's like jumping up, look at him, look at him! He's about 20 foot up in the air and then he comes back down and he's on the end of a kite. And there's a few more who are about to start it. I wish I had my long lens on now because I could have got you some good shots of that. But yeah, he was right here a minute ago and his kite was like flapping in my face almost. Anyway, back to the job at hand. I've got a signal. Bear with me while I set my camera up. I've got a nice little signal in here. It's quite a nice high-pitched one. It's making a noise a bit like a beep, beep, beep. You know, it's nice. But the fact that it isn't out is worrying me. It's going to be somewhat rubbish. Deep iron. Yeah, it's still in there, you see. Oh, no, there is something out. Oh, what's that, what's that, what's that? Okay, we've got something. It's got a screw end. I think it's like a big nut type thing. You know what I mean? I've made a big mistake. I forgot to put my proper shoes on. And I'm stuck with my trainers on. I'm going to ruin them. There you go, a big nut. Now that's what I've been looking for, well, about a week now. These stones with holes in it, I've explained it before. Geologist Sam said the hole is because it used to have chalk in there, and chalk's a very soft material, and that just erodes away, but the stone doesn't. I used to think it was a man who came down with a drill, but it's not. I've just seen something else interesting here as well, look. Oh, it's just a shell. Look at the colour of that, a green shell. And that's quite beautiful. I might put that in my pocket. Now that is incredibly worrying. There's a spring there. A spring. I'm going over it with this. It's not picking it up. The dais is not picking it up. And that's made, well, it's not iron, is it? It's made out of aluminium and it's not picking it up. Why? Why isn't it picking that up? It should be. That could be something really good. We've got a very dodgy signal in here. It's trying to sound nice, but it's not. And there is the reason why. Look what's just come out. Some big piece of metal. But when I'm seeing these, I still get quite excited knowing that they found guns just up the coastline. Could that be off a gun? I suppose it could be. Is it off a gun? I very much doubt it. I don't know. You tell me. If you want it to be a gun, it's a gun. Bang, 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 bang. So it's very rainy. It's not a nice day. It's very, very windy as well. But I've brought you to Hadleigh Castle because I know you like castles, and this is a castle, as you can see. Now, in 1215, there was a guy called Hubert, what was his name? Hubert de Burgh. Sorry, 1230. Hubert de Burgh was like the King of Essex, was he? Earl of Kent, same thing. It was the Earl of Kent. And he were a rich man. He had a lot of money, so he built this place, spent a fortune on it, he did. And then King John came along. He just said, you know what, I think I'll have that. So King John took it off him and he gave it to somebody else, which were a bit cruel, wasn't it? Now, I think it was in 1360, King Edward III got his hands on it, and he used to like to come here. It was one of his favourite places to hang out. He lived here for quite a bit and just, you know, relaxed and chilled and really enjoyed it. This weather's getting atrocious. As you can see, this is the kitchen from the 13th century. A 1200s kitchen. I know that because it says so on a sign down there. So there you can see what the castle would have looked like in about 1370 after Edward III had finished with it, doing his little bit. So it was initially interesting for Edward III because it's like guarding the estuary from the French. There was a 100-year war against the French, and this was like perfect lookout place. You can't see this with this lens, I'm afraid. It doesn't zoom in enough. But you've got like coastline and river all around here, and you can see for miles. So, when King Edward had finished with it, yeah, it basically, someone else took over and he thought, well, what am I going to do with it? You know, I don't need to defend anything. Everything's cool and rosy and stuff. So they used it pretty much to stop smugglers, because smugglers would come up the river here, smuggling, I don't know, probably like packs of 200 cigarettes and stuff. I don't know, e-cigarette filling liquid. I don't know what they were smuggling, to be honest with you. But yeah, they were looking out from this castle and stopped them. Quite impressive, really. So I would say this is the main lookout tower. This seems to be the tallest point. So you'd have a guy, probably called, I don't know, Simon. He'd stand up there and he'd just look over here, 365, 24/7. That were his job. So you've got one tower there, one tower there. There used to be a tower there. That was the North Tower. And one up there. And I don't know what that bit is. And then you've got the kitchen just down here. Don't know where the bedrooms are, or the toilet. I could do with it. Okay, I'm intrigued now. Who's going to answer this for me? This says it's a Barbican. Barbican from 1360 to 1370. Who's going to tell me what a Barbican is? And down there you've got a swing bridge. From 1369 it says. Swing bridge. I'm not seeing a swing bridge. I don't really understand it. But maybe you do. There you have the garderobe tower from the mid-13th century. Yeah, it's just bricks, just bricks. There's not much left of it. You know, you just expect something special, don't you? Like, I'd like to go to a castle where there's still a king in it. Or, you know, just someone really important living in one. Surely there's people who do still live in castles. There's really not much to show you. It's pretty ruined, is this castle. Yeah, you've got the big tower behind me. And that's quite cool, look. Got some kind of iron railing thing in there still. Iron window thing. I'm sure that's not original though. And then you've just got like this wall going around, which isn't very good. You know, I just climbed over that bit myself. It's not very well protected anymore. And then you've got another castle-y bit here. Again, pretty ruined really. Not much good for anything. Look, straight over the wall. The defence is rubbish. What could you do in here really? Just a little hexagonal, I suppose, sumo wrestling. Sumo wrestling, you know, that'd work in there. But yeah, that's pretty much for the castle, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Whew. It's time to tell you all how much we've raised for Rays of Sunshine so far. Bing! And I'm not going to tell you how much in the last 24 hours because I just don't know. I've lost count. It's not going very well, I'll be honest. It did. There was a point, yeah, there were about £100, 110, £130 came in 24 hours. But it's partly my fault. I keep forgetting to mention it in the videos. So I have to take full responsibility for that. But what I will say is, please guys, I'm doing this for charity. I'm not just doing this out of fun. There's no fun being out here in 40-mile-an-hour winds on a pretty miserable autumn day. Yeah, it looks sunny. Well, it is sunny, but there's a lot of cloud and it's wet and it's horrible, and I'm not enjoying today. Please guys, go in the description, go to diggingthecoast.com, and please consider donating. It's payday, or it's almost payday. You know, if you've got paid, just give a little bit and you'll make a massive difference to make some dreams come through. Dreams come true for some terminally ill and seriously ill children. Thank you. There is one little story I can tell you about this place. On the other side of this little village, town, or whatever it is, about 2 years ago they found lots of machine guns and World War II things on the beach, and the council closed the beach down until the Ministry of Defence would come and clear the beach and make sure there was no more. And apparently all metal detectorists were wanting to get onto the beach to try and find World War II relics. I don't know what the situation is now, but my permit definitely lets me do this part of the beach, but I've been told metal detecting might not be allowed further up. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm alright where I am. We've got a high pitch in here, and it'll be that. I can tell you that now. I'm sure it's nothing. It's like a big spike. I don't know, it might have been a screwdriver or something at one point. You've got 6 of these guys doing this thing now. It looks easy, honestly. All you do is just stand there and the wind just takes you and you just have to hold on really tight and learn how to turn. I could do that. I might give it a go before my trip's over because I've seen quite a few doing it now. Anyway, I've got another signal. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. For a year. This is what we do. This is what we're all about. It's there. It's there. This is what we do. This is what we're all about. Yep, this is what we're all about. We're all about... Okay. It's a big round disc with a big screwy thing on the end of it. I don't know, it could be something, but I very, very much doubt it. I'm hoping there's like a picture of Napoleon or something on there, but I doubt it, I doubt it. This one has to be gold. Oh! Oh! Okay. We've got something half decent, give me a second. I was thinking a musket ball, maybe just a fishing weight, I don't know. It's like a musket ball. Big. Well, I've just been having a chat with a lovely man, a lovely old man. I say lovely old man, no, he wasn't really that lovely. Well, he were nice to talk to, but he were one of them who were right in your face like this. You know, and I don't like being so close to someone else's face. It's not right, is it? You know, you can smell the breath, and I don't want to smell 70-year-old breath. God, mine's bad enough. Yeah, having a chat with him and, you know, he was saying, oh yeah, that'll be a fishing weight, that'll be a fishing weight. He ain't got a clue. He's not an historian, he knows nothing about history. I have seen, not a cannonball, but, you know, like mini cannonballs, mini shots, or whatever you call them. And I'm not talking about musket balls. I'm talking, if you look in some museums, they'll have a big cannonball and mini cannonball type of things. That could be like a mini cannonball. There's nothing on there to suggest that it's a fishing weight or anything different than special. I'm getting fed up, guys, honestly. I have been here a few hours. I've not been videoing much, but the wind is getting on my nipples now. I've had enough. I think I'm going to have to call it a day. So, for today, I really wanted to have a good session today, you know, maybe 5-6 hours on the beach. Can't be done. It's far too windy. It's like gale force. We're getting the back end of an hurricane from America, I think. The other coast has been a lot worse, and it's not been too bad here, but it's getting stronger and stronger, and it's to the point now where, yeah, this is no fun. This is no fun. Can't keep the hat on. So we'll do it all again tomorrow, guys. Looking forward to it. See you then. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and please donate. Come on, it's payday, or it's near payday. Please just click on the link and start donating. No one's donating anymore. Just click on the links in the description, diggingthecoast.com, or there's a direct link where you can donate to the Rays of Sunshine. And I'll see you all later. So thank you very much for joining on Digging the Coast 365. Good night.